So anyway, I was raised in like a full-fledged Christian home, like church every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, my birthday, my mom's birthday, Jesus' birthday, go to church. And I don't know what it is with parents, but the thing they need to learn about some people is the more you try to drive it down their throat, the more they're going to want to throw up. So I started to run away from God because of my parents, but it was sort of a blessing in disguise because running away, I actually found my own God and the God out of my own. So it's that much more validating where I'm not telling you, hey, this is what you must believe. I'm letting you find it out for yourself. So I was thinking about it on the way here. I was my phone because I drove in from Rustenburg. So I wrote something that speaks about how I lost God and then found him again, and then the fear of losing him again in the future, because if I did it once, what's preventing it happening again? All right, let me just open it. I think it's got quite a ironic title. It's called Titans in the Desert. So today I'm running with the Titans. We got Kronos, Hyperion, and some of the Might Men. So let me get my point across before I declare chemical warfare with my own mind. My mind is my temple, but it's trapped under the sole of a shoe of a homeless man in another universe. Let me find my place. In another universe. So I accept I'm small, but I let my reputation exceed my expectation. My words on an island on the back of a turtle who swims through oceans to find salvation. So let these words free your mind as they flow through the wind and crash through the sands of time. That reminds me, when I was young I had a sandbox. I thought I was God. The sandbox was my desert, and I would stamp around this desolate plain just playing, but what I didn't realize is my ripples had effects. My ripples could freeze volcanoes and tear down mountains. Get back. I get carried away sometimes.
Okay.
But then the real ish came out. I opened my mouth and the words spilt across your mind to lay the pipeline for the men I left behind. Men like you and you were merely lost in a life as a mortal. And if I may quote Tafura Khan, this life is just a portal. And once you go across, then we will be immortal. Well, you will. My immortality flies through my thoughts, my lines, my passion, my crimes. It's about time we rhyme about something then more than weed and lines and wine. Although I scratch the former, or the latter. I scratch the one that brings mind over matter. I scratch the one that brings mind over matter. The plant of our darkest days, highest thoughts and childish ways. So I say to fuck that. Let's roll a blunt and set it ablaze. Let me finish this off quick. Which reminds me, when I was young, I had a desert. I was tiny, blind, lost and desperate. My ripples had no effect and my words were merely just dialect. So I put pen to paper, my eyes to lasers. My vision cleared up and I could see once more that my words meant something more than I thought. They moved away from life and death and became more than dialect. I start my life with every line I write, so therefore I have created immortality in this life. Which reminds me, when I was young, I had a sandbox. Or was it a desert? It was a time when my words were dialect, or were they life or death questions? It was a time when my stomp would devastate universes. It was a time when my stomp would devastate universes. Or were they merely footprints left by a lesson? If it was merely a desert where my words were dialect, my stomps were just footprints and my eyes lost sight of them. So today I'm running with the Titans, or shall I again call them Might Men? But what they need to understand is that this world might be a desert, but I'm ready to fight again.